Welcome back to Vidhammer, going through another Gloomhaven playthrough. This time, again, going through the Sanctuary of Gloom. Just did it, so I want to do it again while it's still fresh in my mind. We've got a new character, because Timmy retired, swung his axe a bunch of times last time, so we've got the Sunkeeper in, who... yeah, I just keep referring to as Sunny D, so I think that's just going to be her name. And Mojo leveled up to level 5, because since it's linked to the previous one, but we failed at it, so they go back to town. We tried to sell some wares, and we got a funny black and white looking token instead of payment, but it opened up the Temple of the Eclipse. Yes, that's correct, Temple of the Eclipse. And yeah, that's an optional scenario that we might go check out after this one. Like, probably succeed or no, we'll go and check out that one after this. And then on the road encounter, we climbed up a hillside and checked out some weird looking runes. Don't know what they mean yet, but we might find out at some point. For long-term goals, for Sunny D, we took Finding the Cure. So she's got to kill a bunch of forest imps, and then we open up a different scenario and go through all that. And for doing it, we get to open Envelope X, which I have no idea what's in there. So maybe we'll find out. And by then, hopefully, we'll have Mojo and Barry retired, if I can keep my eye on the killing the elites. Hopefully, the Sunkeeper will have a little more staying power, and I don't really know if she'll do more damage, especially against the undead, since Timmy had that axe, which helped out a lot. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And we got to do some short-term goals. So for Sunny D, we either have Hoarder or Zealot. Loot 5 or more monies sounds pretty good, but I think Zealot's going to be a bit easier, since I don't really want to go nuts crazy on grabbing the money so far, but having 3 or fewer cards in hand is one that's a lot easier to catch up to doing later in a scenario. You can just take a bunch of short rests and discard your cards. So I think she's going to take Zealot on that one. Then we've got Mojo and Barry, who pacifist, kill 3 or fewer enemies. No, we need to kill like as many elites as possible, and we're not going to be pushing the load off onto Sunny D. So we're going to go with Die Hard. Since this shouldn't be too difficult, not allowing your health to go below half, because it's coming from Mojo, not Barry. So Mojo, if we can keep him, 6 or above, we'll try to remember that. I'll try to remember that, but we all know how good I am at that. For starting equipment for Sunny D, I went for kind of a standard tank starting set, the Iron Helm, so she doesn't get hit by those time 2s, and chainmail and heater shield, so she can try to take as much damage as possible. Also for perks, she started out with, she's level 3. We just hit Prosperity level 3 with the retirement of Timmy, and another blessing donation by Mojo and Barry. So they will start at Sunny D will start at level 3, and she's got the retirements so far, so she is negating item negative effects and scenario negative effects. So she won't start with the 3 -1s that Mojo and Barry have to, but we also got to put a couple of blessings in with Mojo and Barry's deck, and then we will get started. Alright, so turn 1, we're going to have, since Mojo would go first, but we're treating it as if there's nothing on the board, so he's not going to do anything unless we command him. We will then command him. Move forward 1 and do an attack 4 against the door with Strengthen. -1, that's only 3 damage. But door takes 3, and he will get a Strengthen for next turn. And they will gain 2 experience. And that's all for Mojo and Barry for this turn, and then we're going, since the door's closed, monsters haven't gone yet, we go over to Sunny D's turn. She's going to use the bottom of this to move forward 1, and then do an attack of 5 against the door. Plus 0, that's 5 damage. It takes 8. It will open at that point. And then the monsters are going to do their thing. But at least we kind of did what we needed to. We're sitting in, we think, I'm hoping, is the opportune place. So we'll see how this goes out. Because Living Bones are going to go first. First starting with the Elite, move +1. He's got plenty of move to go up here and do his attack against both of them. Attack -1, so this is an attack of 2. First against Mojo, it's just an attack of, or Barry that is, an attack of 2, so he'll go from 18 down to 16. And then an attack of 2 against Sunny D, ×2, but she treats ×2 as if it's just a normal +0, so she'll just take 2 from 14 down to 12. And then the others, there's no way for them to get into base contact, so they don't move. Again, that's, I believe, how that is played, so that's how I'm playing it. Then we got the Black Imp, who is going to move just 1 and do his attack at a range. He's got range 4. So yeah, he's going to do a regular attack of 1 with poison on Barry, since Barry moved first. Attack 1, that's a miss, but you are still poisoned. That still happens. Then that's all for Mr. Blackie the Gimp. Then we got Living Spirit, who wants to do a move of 2. Even with flying, you're only going to move forward 1. Because that is not any closer. Attack +1 at range -1, which is only a range of 2, so you don't have enough range to get there, bud. And then heal himself for 1, which, there you go. Have fun healing yourself. That's the worst insult of all kind. Go heal yourself. And that's all for first turn. We will draw up and get ready for next turn. So going into turn 2, I realized I should have had the chainmail stop one of those damage coming through. I didn't use the heater shield because I forget that I have a character that can actually stop damage, since that hasn't happened in a long time. But 13 health and 1 use on the chainmail. We are going to start off going quick with Mojo and Barry, because Mojo wants to use his ability to have this guy and this little pain in the ass bastard change places. So there we go. Swapped them up, and then we're going to do an attack of 5 against the Blackie the Gimp. It's just an attack of 5. He is strengthened, so we will either do an attack of 5 or keep them coming. Yeah, it's a blessing. But we will heal ourselves to get rid of the poison, and we will do 10 damage, which it only has 8. So Blackie the Gimp is down. Pakong. And that is blessing out of the deck. And that is all for what they are going to do. Then the Imp would have been next, but he is currently having a dirt nap. Living Spirit is going to go before Sunny D is. Living Spirit is going to do has a range of 3. So only needs to go forward 1, but can't, so we have to go forward 2 to there. To take a shot, and we'll take a shot at Barry. Barry for just an attack of 3 +0. 3 more to Barry Berenstein. And he's going to go from 16 down to 13. And where's my 13? It's over here. Great. They just don't have enough tokens to keep track of everything. Just don't. Too many redundancies. And I have to do some hobbying, make some more little token tiles and everything. But that's all for Living Spirit. And then it's over to Sunny D's turn, which we were going to do a heal and then an attack on what was left of the dude that was there. But that dude is gone. But the living bones are going to move up into that space and target one enemy with all attacks. I really like where we are right now, but she could... No, because if we're using that, we are going to use this to heal Barry for 3, to go from 13 back to 16, which means we're not going to be using the top over here to do anything. We're just going to be negating, losing out on our 4 damage, and there wasn't anything else, so we don't generate any sun, which she really needs. But then Living Bones are going to do their thing, starting with the Elite, who will move 4. Okay, so Elite is stepping right back up into that corner. One enemy, it's going to have to be Mojo for all 3 attacks of 3. So first attack, -1 is 2. Second one, +1 is 4. That's 6. And another one of 2, that's 8 damage. So 16 dropping to 8. That hurt, but the good side of it, the other 2 living bones can't get into base contact, so they will just sit and do nothing. And that is it. We are over to next turn. Next round, we finally have Sunny D coming out first. She's going to throw a heal onto Barry at a range, heal 3. So 8 to go to 11. And we're finally going to get some sun coming out into the turn, of course. But at the bottom, we're going to have an adjacent ally, which is Barry, throw an attack of 4 onto the other. Okay. All right, fine. If you don't want to do what I tell you to, Barry's just like, no, I only follow what this guy says. Well, then do it, because Mojo and Barry are up next. 44. We're going to do an attack of 3 and an attack of 3 with Pierce 4. So let's do an attack of 3, Pierce 4, times 2. That's an attack of 6. Living Bones has a health of 10, but still, that's 6 damage, and you get no shield. Nice. The miss and the times 2 are back to back. Then an attack of 3, which he'll have shield for. It's an attack of 5, so he will take 4, and that is 10. He is down. Okay. Put some money in the doorway. That's a nice little choke point for right now. We'll have to reshuffle his deck stuff, and he's going to gain 2 XP off of that. Just keep it coming, dog. Keep it coming. I don't think we need to use any of our stuff for any of what's going on so far. But then they're going to have their stuff. Living Bones going first. +0 attack, +0. So they're each going to have move of 3. And it's move of 3 and attack of 2. So they'll move up into the spot, do an attack of 2, 1 on each of them. First on Sunny, because she was faster this time. That's an attack of 2, so that will stop 1, and Heater Shield will stop the other, so we'll take no damage. And then an attack of 2 on Barry, +1, that's 3. His 11 goes right back down to 8. It's like, just keep you at 8, dude. The second Living Bones, unfortunately, there is, again, no way to be in base contact, dude, so you don't do nothing. Then we got Living Spirit, who will do no move because you've got the range, and just do a regular attack of 3 against Sunny. +1 is 4. That'll end the chainmail to take it down to 3, and she'll drop from 13 down to 10, which is over here. Let's get another temporary card out. But that was Living Spirit, and we're done. Going to next turn. Sunny D going first in the next turn, And we're going to have her do an attack of 4. We're going to use that, which should have been at waning. Give us an attack of 5 at advantage and gain an experience to get her on the board. Attack of 5 at advantage. That's going to be an attack of 6. It's got a shield of 1, so it will take 5. And it's got full health of 7. So still alive right there. And then our bottom, which could be a move, but we're just going to stay right where we are because we love this little choke point that we've got. Then is going to be Mojo and Barry. And I think we're going to have us do the heal for 5 to go from 8 up to 13. And get an experience and another experience for that. But we're going to do an attack of 2. A straight attack of 2. Plus 1 is 3. He's got a shield of 1. So he takes 2, which puts him at 7. That's another one down. But that's okay. Because there's space for the other one to move up. And he's just going to walk up there and do it again. And that's fine. We're okay with it. And 2 experience. Yes, we're okay with it and 2 experience. Then we've got Living Spirit time, who isn't going to move, stay right where he is, and curse both of them. So we get a couple of curses, 1 in each deck, and Frosty is going to come out. Finally, we got us a Living Bones, who will be moving -1, which means you only have a move of 2. That is enough, though, to get right there and do an attack +1. So this is an attack of 3 on both of them. Attack of 3 on Sunny D is just straight 3. We have no other armor mitigation, so we're dropping to 7. And then an attack of 3 on Barry as well. +1, that's 4, so he's going to drop back down to 9. Trying to push you back down to 8, I know it. But that is all for that turn. And let's go into the next and kill these guys off and yeah, do some stuff. Living Spirit is decided they've had enough and they want to go first this round. They don't have to move. They're going to stay where they are. Sunny is going first, so the attack will be on her for an attack of 2 and attack of 1 and some muddle. So she'll go from 7 down to 6 and she'll be muddled. Thanks, dude. To reshuffle that one. Living Bones is going way late but doing attack +2, and that's fine because we had planned on stunning that guy anyway. But our attack is muddled, so double card is going to be attack +0, just an attack of 2. It has a shield of 1, so it only takes 1 damage, but is stunned as well. Dunk and a dunk. Then we're going to do a move of 4, and we're actually going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, because those are the last cards for that turn, and she's going to have to take a long rest to get back her equipment. And that brings us over to Mojo and Barry, which we're going to summon the Swamp Alligator. Pating! Crocostimpy is live. Pew. And we're going to get a couple of experience for that. 6 will go to 8. And we got a Crocostimpy out. There you are, Stimpy. And then we are going to any one summoned ally performs move +0, attack +0. Normally you don't do any actions and stuff. You don't have a turn on the round that you are spawned because they happen just before the character. But yeah, we're doing that now because we're doing the bottom of this card. So we're going to have Stimpy move forward 1 and do a chomp attack on this guy. And Stimpy's got a chomp attack of 3 with Immobilize, -1. That's 2. And it's got a shield of 1, so it only takes 1. Goes to 2 and is immobilized to go along with the stun that you've got. There you go. You really can't do diddly squat on your turn. And they will have to take a long rest. Mojo will be taking a long rest next turn. So we still got to do the Living Bones, but the Living Bones is stunned and immobilized, so we just clear those off and we go straight into next round where we're just going to do whatever the enemies are, because both of our guys are taking long rests. And we got Living Spirit that's going to go at 48. Living Bones is going to go at 12. Shield 1 and heal 2. Okay, bam. Well, just got all that back and just negated the whole point of bringing the people out so they could actually do 2 attacks on the turn when they were resting, of course. Yeah, they're going to have to get through Shield 3, so it's not really going to happen. But we have sitting right there, doing their attack. We'll say doing attack against Mojo, because Mojo has more. That's just an attack of 3, which is 3 damage. 9, going to 6. And then they're going to do their stuff, which is 2 attacks of 3 against the skeleton. No, an attack of 2 from Mojo, from Barry. Attack of 2. Plus 1 is 3, but he's got a shield of... No, only has a shield of 1, extra shield of 1. So it has a shield of 2 total. So 3 damage, 1 does get through. Then Krako Stimp on an attack of 3, plus 1, that's 4, so 2 damage will get through. So you're going to 3, and you're getting immobilized. Not that it really matters because you don't have anywhere you can go anyway. But that's all for that turn, and we will regain some health and the use of some very handy-dandy items. And discard some cards. Get ready for next turn. Going into next round, realizing that should have been waning last turn, and it should be off this turn, which is important because Living Spirit would have been using that if they could have. But they brought it out 2 turns ago, didn't use it last turn, and don't get to use it this turn. We will do... Mojo is up first. We will be doing a move of 3 and plus 1 to all of your commands this turn, which will be an attack of 5 on... Oh, no, they don't go first. They don't go first. First has to be them. Barry, not moving, but doing his attack of 2. Minus 1 is attack of 1. He has a shield of 1. Doesn't do anything. Krako Stimpy, attack of 3. Going to heal itself. Minus 2 does an attack of 1 against a shield of 1 and does nothing. So, okay, and does immobilize that guy again. So we'll just leave the immobilize out there. And then we're doing our move, Punk, and plus 1 to the command. So this is an attack of 5 with Strengthen times 2, Puff Daddy, and it's another coin for that happy spot. Doing, that's going to be a place we're going to have to go back to and pick that up. Just saying. And we're going to strengthen and pick up a experience for that as well. Next is Sunny D, which I'm realizing I wanted to have her heal, but I also wanted to have her regain 2 cards for a adjacent ally, which is the reason why Mojo moved over there. So, yeah, we're going to regain the 2 cards that Mojo just spent back into Mojo's hand because we need Barry and the Krako Step to stay around as much as possible. Which means bottom over here we can just do a move of 2. I guess we'll move there. And, yeah, that'll be that. That's an error in judgment, but oh well, it happens. Living Bones is dead, so Living Spirit is the last one. Move of 2, it'll stay where it is and do its attack. Plus 1, that's an attack of 4, but there's no stunning, but it's an attack of 4 on Mr. Barry. Minus 1 is 3, but still that's 3 damage. That's rough, dude. Yikes. Okay. Next turn. Next turn, Mojo and Barry are going first. We're gonna... Oh yeah, we're not gonna do any of that. First, it's gonna be their actions. First, Barry's got to step forward, do his attack of 2 on the living spirit, which he's going to use up his strengthen now, which is kind of a bummer. But +0, he does an attack of 2, but that guy has a shield of 3, so it does no damage. But then we're going to do an attack of 3 pierce 4 against this guy. +1 and heal yourself. Well, let's just heal yourself. And a miss. Great. Well, you healed yourself up to 4, and then you missed with your big pierce attack, dude. Thanks for that. Thanks a lot. And then bottom, heal all allies for 1, so he will go up to 9. He'll go up to 5. I was really hoping that big shot could take that guy out. We'd also heal the Crocostimpy, but he's taken no damage. Gain experience for your lack of stuff. Oh, Crocostimpy also should have gone before that. Stimpy should have moved forward 2 because he has a move of 2, which means this heal 1 and miss should have been Crocostimpy's attack. So you're not healing that one on Barry. Instead, it's Crocostimpy missing. Then he will have our ordered attack of 3 pierce, which is going to be ×2. Okay, we actually didn't need the ×2. All we needed was 3 damage to kill this guy off. But we'll kill him off. I will kill him. There. Now correct card order was done. That guy's dead. All that stuff is done. And now we are over to Sunny D. Let's hit with an attack of 5 on the door. Just straight 5 damage. It's got 2 left. And let's go ahead and heal ourselves for 3. For 9 up to 12. And we're ready to open the door, and these guys got to get back over there. And we got to get back over there and loot that, because that's a good spot. That's what she said. Sunny D is going to be kicking open the next door, or at least trying to kick open the next door, with an attack of 4, because we got no sun out. -1. It's 3, but still puts 8 damage to the door, which will open it. And we find out what they're going to do in anticipation. I've already opened up what their cards are. We see that, yeah, Living Bones is only going to be moving like 1. These guys are going to be coming forward a little bit way later. Living Spirit's not going to be doing that much, and Impy's going to sit back there. So we are going to hold position where we are. But thinking it might be better for her to be there. So I'm going to do that. And yeah, I'm sure that won't come back to haunt me later, but we'll just wait and see. Living Bones would then go next at their 20, move -2, which means they're only moving 1 space. So it'll go there. This guy can't get any closer. They heal themselves, do that stuff. Living Spirit is going to move 2 and do attack at range 3. You can't get any better than there, and range 3 doesn't have enough to get you there, so sorry. Not doing any of that muddle stuffs. Then that puts us over to Mojo, Barry, and Crocostimpy. Mojo, of course, will move 3. Barry will move 3 and try to do an attack. Can't. Crocostimpy comes forward 2. Then we've got our stuff, which will be doing a heal of 5 on Barry to bring him up to 9. Then we would do an attack of 1 at range 4, but nobody stepped forward into range, so we can't do anything. But we gain experience off that. 10 go to 11, because this one goes to 11. And then Living Corpses, just bring their card down. Living Corpses move. Let's see, it's just a move of 1 for living corpses. So number 2 can't move forward. Number 6 will go forward 1 to there. Then poison all adjacent enemies, but there are none. And then Gimpy the Impy, he's moved -1, which means his move of 0. And his range, even though he's elite range of 4, that's not enough to do anything. So that's done for them, and we are over to next turn. Let's have some fun again. And it looks like things are going to work out pretty good because the living bones are going slightly ahead of the living corpses, which turns out okay, I think. We'll see. But they have to do their stuff first, which means Barry is going to go in the direction of the living bones since they're both range 4 from him, because this is the door, so you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he'll move 3 and do his attack of 2. +1, that's 3. He's got a shield of 1, so that living bones takes 2 damage. Then Crocodistimpy will step 2. He needs to HUD a little bit more. But then we're going to switch the location of 2 enemies, because we like to do that. And I want to pull that black imp right there. And go to town on his ass with an attack of 5 from Mr. Barry. It's going to be 4, but still it will take 4 damage. Doot. No experience off of that turn. That's a rare turn for Mojo. But Sunny D is going to be up next, and we're going to do a move of 4. What are living corpses going to do? Attack -1, but they're going to move 2 spaces. That's not the end of the world. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into the difficult terrain and do an attack of 2 with a stun on this guy. Attack of 2, +1 is 3. That puts him at 7, but he's still alive. Yep, black imps have 8 damage. So he's at 7, but stunned in his spot. And that was our move and our other action. No experience on the board for them. Then we got to do their things. Black imp would be doing this, but he's stunned. Can't do nothing. Living bones are up next. Living bones up next. Move of 3, attack of 2. Starting with number 1, he can go here and do an attack of 2 onto Sunny D. That's a miss. The other one is here and has a move. Yep, can get here to do an attack against Sunny, which is an attack of 2. -1 is 1. We'll take 1 damage on the chainmail. Plunk. First hit there. All for living bones. Living crops. Move 2, attack of 3. He can move forward 1, but can't get forward the other 2. He will go forward there and do his attack. It should be against Mojo, Barry, because Mojo was faster, so this should be an attack against Barry for 3. Ooh, he doesn't have a thing, so he's going to drop from 9 down to 3, taking 6 damage. That kind of hurt. Ouch, let go of my arm kind of thing, especially since now the living spirits are going to do their thing, which is going to be an attack of 3. Range 3, yep, and he can move there and do his attack on Barry. +1, attack of 4, he's got to discard a card. Oh boy. 2 cards in hand. 2 pretty damn nice cards. But I think we will save the one that lets our allies move and attack, and we'll get rid of our bottom action attack card, which means they're going to have to take... we want to use that stamina potion. I actually intended to use this on his stinking turn, and I forgot because I wanted to get his healing card back anyway. We are using it. We are getting his healing card back. we're going to have to deal with that. But, yeah, that's all for Living Spirits. Let's reshuffle and go to the next round. We're on to the next turn, and I realized I have not been counting elite kills for Mojo and Barry. I'll have to look at the tape afterward and see what they got, but I will also try to pay attention to the fact that that's an elite. So Mojo and Barry really want to get the final 1 hit point on it. Be nice. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he got like a ×2 and killed off one of the elites over here. So at least that'll be nice, I hope. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Anyway, going into the next round, shuffling up the monster deck, and we're ready to go. So for their turn, first, Barry's going to do his attack on this guy. It's just an attack of 2. -1 is 1. That's the imp. That's the imp. He does not have a shield, but he has 8 health. 8 health, yep. And 1 more takes him to 8. He's down. Coin in the spot. Elite kill. Got to remember to keep track of those. Then Crocostimp will move 2. He can do an attack of 3 here with Immobilize. That's 4. 4 damage and an Immobilize. Not that that guy's going to move anyway. But we could have him do his attack towards Crocostimp if we wanted. But then they are going to do their attack. How much does that guy have? That guy's got 10 health. So maybe we just move our attacks back and attack this guy and try to kill him off. We're going to do a heal to move him from 3 up to 8. And then we're going to do an attack of 5. Which, let's go ahead and do our attack of 5 there. They're going to do attack -1. He's only doing an attack of 3. Living Bones are doing attacks of 2. So if we can kill the living corpse off, sure, we might be able to do that. He can't hit anyone else. Of course he's going to go that way. Attack of 5. And we're going to heal. Attack of 10. And we heal. 8 up to 9. Slap to the face. Get out of here. Chump sauce. Don't be walking in here with the weakness. That's what we're talking about. Don't be walking in here with the weakness. 1 XP. And done for them. Sunny D's not till 55, so Living Corpse is next. Attack +2. Can't do anything. Suffer damage. Suffer in the service, buddy. Then Sunny D gonna do her thing. And we'll shoot our attack of 4 against the Living Bones, which, since we don't have the advantage, it's going to be kind of rough, especially when that happens. But let's just get that card out of the deck then. Bottom we could use as a move of 2. And I guess no. I want to stay where I am. I need to stay where I am, don't I? So otherwise, bad stuff is going to happen because they got a move of -1. They only have a move of 2, which means even if we moved back, they'd each move there, and 2 attacks would go against Barry. But if we stay where we are right now, only 1 attack will go against Barry. So, yep, we got to stay where we are. I'd like to go move on to one of the coins and loot it, but I can't. Just got to sit there, tough it out. Living Bones next on a move of 2, but an attack of 3. First up, he can move here and get an attack against 2 things. So an attack of 3 against Barry first. That's 3 damage. And then an attack of 3 against Sunny D, which is also 3 damage. That'll be 1. That will be 2. And she'll take number 3. Then the second one, number 3, only has a move of 2. So moving 2 will go there. which, considering that is an obstacle, it will try to get into this spot. And then do an attack of 3 again against Sunny. That's an attack of 4. That will take it down to 3, but we will take that 3. Go to 8. And then we got Living Spirit. Who are you going to shoot at? They went faster, so it's either Barry or the Crocostimp. This is going to be an attack of 4. You got your range, it's going to stay right there, so I guess it's going to do an attack against Barry. Damn. I need to get that stuff shut down. But Barry can take one more attack. Okay, it's an attack of 4. Hey, it's a miss. Liking that. Liking that. Thank you, Miss Card, for showing up over there. Don't show up over here on my stuff. End of the turn. Drawing up, going to next round. So this turn wasn't looking too bad until we find out what they're doing. But I don't think it'll be horrible. But this was, both of them decided to long rest. I really need to do the damage in this next round. I can't afford for the short rest right now. And unfortunately we have to lose a big attack card for Mojo and Barry, which kind of sucks. And of course the Living Bones, even though we're trying to go fast, they're going faster. So healed, and they both have a shield of 2. Okay, not the end of the world, but not the best thing. But we're starting things off by having Mojo and Barry go for us. So Barry's going to do his attack of 2. Plus 1 is 3. Okay, 1 damage gets through. But unfortunately, since the living corpses or living bones are going first, this guy's going to step up here and attack the living bones instead of the living spirit, which I guess doesn't matter. The living spirit has a shield of 2 anyway, so it's shield of 2 either way. Attack of 3 plus nothing, so 1 damage will go through on the other living bones. Then we'll have them do their stuff, which is going to be swap the positions of any 2 enemies. We're going to take this guy and this guy. Good. Then do our attack of 3 with a pierce of 4, plus 2 its attack of 5, pierce of a bunch. He only has 3 health. He's down. Another coin in that spot, and that will shield Barry from a few more attacks there. 1 experience on that turn. And all for them. Sunny D is going at the end of their turn, they are using that to bring out some healing. For next round, we're going to need it. Then here, we're going to have an attack of 2 with stun on this guy, I guess. It's just an attack of 2. Minus 1 is an attack of 1. Does no damage, but the guy is stunned. And then an adjacent ally does an attack of 4, which will aim at this guy, I guess, because the Living Bones already went, so they're not going to be attacking. Yeah, we might as well attack that guy. Attack of 4, he's got a shield of 2, so that guy will take 2 damage. Go from 1 up to 3. Then the Living Spirit, hey, guess what? It's dead. Yay. Living Corpse. What are you doing? Move plus 2, attack plus 0, so you do a move of 1, and you can't get any closer, so you're staying right there, buddy. Just stay right there. Let's do next turn. Moving on up to the next turn. No more elites or anything to worry about, so we just want to kill guys off. They're taking their turn, which means first they got to do their stuff. This guy is the lower number, so when Mojo Barry goes, he'll move 2 to do the attack there, rather than doing 2 and doing attack there. So we'll do an attack of 2, plus 1 attack of 3. He has a shield of 1, so he'll take 2 damage and go to 5. And Barry will get a heal of 1 out of that. It's kind of nice. Extra little bonus bit. Then Crocostimp will go and he'll do attack on the same guy. An attack of 3. Shield of 1, so he'll take 2, and they only have 7 health. So that guy's down. More money in the spot. Be great if she could go loot, but unfortunately I think she's already lost her loot card. That's just their attacks. Kill that guy off. Then we've got the stuff here, which is going to be a heal of 4. And unfortunately we can't actually do the attack there. But we'll get the strengthen out of it, and the experience point, and the 5 health. So 7 going up to 12, 13 going to 15. Not strengthened going to strengthened. Then Sunny D, taking the turn, and this is going to be heal of 3, range 3. So we can heal Barry for 3 up to 15. Plus 1 heal, because we're using that to make that a heal of 4 up to 16. And we will bring that out at the end of our turn. And then we will do an attack of 5 on the stunned dude. Plus 1 is 6, got a shield of 1, so he takes 5. He's got 1 health left. That's all right, that's all right. He's stunned, he can't do anything this turn anyway. And we've got our stuff back out for next turn. Then the Living Bones would go, but the Living Bones is stunned. So that's his turn. Then the Living Corpse is going to do a move plus 1 and then just suffer some damage. So yeah, you're walking right there and going from 1 to 2. And then we're off to the next turn. Bam. Let's see how this one works out. Mojo, Barry, and the Crocostimp are first, so we're starting with, we will start with Crocostimp. Attack of 3. Living Bones are going first, so attack of 3 here. Man, ugh, that is irritating. Then Barry on to the Living Corpse. It's an attack of 1, but the guy doesn't have any shield, so it just goes to 3. Then they will do their stuff, which could we change this over then? I think we can. Yes, we're gonna do this. These were the last 2 cards that I had. I was not planning on burning this, and I'm not going to burn this. We're gonna go this way, starting with Mojo back here, because they're both within range 4 and line of sight, and he's going to do an attack of 1 on each. So attack of 1 at the Living Bones. Hey! Times 2 is still an attack of 2. He's got a shield of 1. He takes 1 damage, which is all he's got left. Drops that coin in that spot. Good shot, buddy. I knew you could do it. Take a shot on the Living Corpse for good measure, and heal yourself, and more. Never mind, that's a shot of 0. And heal yourself for 0. Yeah, go heal yourself. And then we're going to have anyone summon ally. The Crocostimp actually has attack of 3 instead of 2. So we'll have the Crocostimp do an attack of 3 on this guy. Plus 1, that's 4. Takes him to 7. Good shot, Mr. Crocostimp. You are holding up today. No experience on either of those, but that opens the way. Since now Living Bones are dead, you don't get to go. Living Corpses aren't until 71. Oh, Barry Stein should have had a strengthen on his attack, which I don't remember when he did it. Anyway, Sunny D, doing a move 3. We can go 1, 2 onto here and actually pick up a coin. Wheat, and do an attack of 4. Plus that one, 5 at advantage. Attack of 5 at advantage. is just going to be 5. He's only got 10 health, and bam, living corpses out. There you go. But stomping action. We've got stuff to loot. We've got rests to take and things to heal. And we're going to be doing it. We will gain experience for that. Shoot, shoot. Next turn, pretty simple. Mojo taking a long rest. Means these guys aren't going to move. She's just going to step 1, pick up those 2 coins, and do a heal of 3 on herself to go from 8 to 11. And next turn, she'll be taking a long rest, and Mojo and Barry will be doing some stuff. But they've got to finish their long rest, and then we'll go into next turn. Next turn, we've got our long rest going for Sunny D, and Mojo and Barry are just going to do this to give a move of 3. They're not going to move by themselves. Move of 3, command here, 1, 2, 3. And then one summoned ally can perform a move plus 2 with Zach plus 0, so we'll have him do a move of 2. And we'll gain 1 experience off of that. And Sunny D will finish her long rest, got to discard a card, but regain 2 health as well. And the use of all of her good armor stuffs. And, yep, discard a card and into the next turn. So as I'm getting ready to go through the last door and taking a look at what we're going up against, I'm realizing I should have had disadvantage against the 2 elite black imps that I fought against. I'm sure this would have changed things, probably significantly. But it's way too late, and I'm not going back to change it now. Just going forward. Starting with Sunny D on this one, let's set up for next round. We're going to do a move of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An adjacent ally regaining 2 of their discarded cards. And with the discarded cards stuff, well, we'll have to get... well, there's only 2 cards in the discard pile, so he'll get both of them back. Then we're doing this, which is going to be a move of 3, which I'm thinking we just go 3 and pick up the stack of coins right here, because it doesn't matter if he's behind. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and grab that stack of coins, even though Sunny's just like, I was leaving that there for me because I need the money for all my gear. But she's already got some, so it's not so bad. +1 to attack to all your command moves. He is going to do the command for Barry, but can't move, but will still strengthen for next round. And gain an experience, because they don't have enough of that. That ends this turn, and we'll go over to the next. And the next turn, Mojo and Barry going first. They're not going to move, but we're going to have him go ahead and move 3. 1, 2, 3. And heal for 4. It's only got 2 left, though, but still will heal up to 18. The strengthen will go away on this turn, unfortunately, but also gaining 2 experience. Okay. Because you're an experience hound, dude. Don't know how to stop this guy from gaining experience, and I don't know how to get anywhere near that level of experience to the other characters. Then, Sunny D. We're going to use the bottom of this to simply move forward. It's actually going to be a move of 1, and we're going to do an attack of 4, which is going to be an attack of 6. Okay, but it has 7 health, so still got 1 left on it for next turn. And Mojo is going to have to take a long rest in that next turn, but let's go over to it and see how it works out. Next turn, and we've got our guys populated. We're ready to hit the door. We're just going to hit it with an attack of 2 and possibly a heal 3 to ourselves would be the only thing. But we can't really do very much. We're just doing a simple attack of 2 on the door. We do not open the door. And yeah, well, that's our turn for that round. It's not the perfect beginning, but okay, let's go to the next round. Mojo and Barry finish their long rest. Okay, next turn again, where we will once again try to hit the door with an attack of 4. The last cards she has left. We, of course, need to shuffle that deck to give ourselves the chance to miss yet again. Hopefully this works, because otherwise, yeah, we can't get through the door. We can't hit a door that's directly in front of her. Attack of 4. Hey, you did it. Good job, girl. You hit the door that was directly in front of you, which opens it, and we reveal what they're going to do. Seeing what they're going to do and the fact that she's going to have to long rest next turn, she's going to stay where she's at. That's going to be the end of her turn. Actually, she's probably going to short rest next turn, considering she's still got all of her gear up. She'll move to there. Yep. Move there. And that'll be the end for her. The door is now open. They're not going till 34, which means they're going to be last. Imps are going to go first, not going to move, but they're going to strengthen and muddle within range 2. So I guess he will muddle her. Could have stayed away from that, but didn't. And strengthen at range 2. So he's going to strengthen those 3. Actually, it's strengthen those 3 and muddle. Then they would take their turn, which is going to use up that strengthen. And then he muddles. But they will strengthen. So one will strengthen the other, and the other will strengthen the original one and the one over there. So they'll become strengthened, and both of them will become strengthened. And then, yeah, she gets muddled. Then we've got living corpses who attack +2 with push, but they're not going anywhere. They're going to use up their strengthens, and then they're all going to suffer 1 damage. Then we're going to go over to Mojo and Barry, which will start with Barry doing his move of 3. He can get to this guy, the closest guy, and do an attack of 2. Times 2, that's an attack of 4, all right. Those guys only have like 5 health. Yep. But I got a disadvantage when I attack that guy, though. Got to remember that. Then he will move 2 and can't attack anything. Then we've got our stuff down here where we'll have Crocostimp do a move of 2 and an attack, but is not within range. And then Barry will do his attack of 4 with strength and 5. It's enough to kill that guy off. And he's strengthened for next round. And we got coin in the spot. And that is the end of that round. And we're over to next turn. Shuffling decks and getting ready to go. Next turn is go. Thunderbirds are up. First things first. Barry's going to step forward 1. Do his attack against this guy. It's just an attack of 2. Plus 2, it's an attack of 4. Almost killed that guy. Crocostimp will, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But with this being the situation, he will go this way in the direction of these guys because he's just as close. And this guy is going to take further for him to get there. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3. Yep. He will go this way. That was their thing. Then we're going to swap. We're going to switch up this guy and this guy. Do we really want to do that? I think we do. And then we'll shield, affecting all adjacent allies. And yeah, try to do some stuff. That's all for them. There and there. All summoned allies get a shield of 1. So just Barry and the Crocostemp. Then they're going 43 and 47, so you are up next. We're going to do a move of 4. 2, 3, 4. We can get all the way over here. 2, 3, 4. Yep. 2, 3, 4. Shoot. And do ourselves an attack of 5. This is going to be a attack at disadvantage because of the muddle. Oh, he should have been strengthened on his attack at a +2 or a miss, but it's just going to be a +2, and his strengthen wears off. And remember those things. Then over here we have an attack of 5, which we could probably just kill this guy off, and we want to leave that for him to kill anyway, if they can. So we'll do an attack of 5. We're muddled, so we're disadvantage. We're still doing enough to kill that guy. He is dead. Doot, doot, doot. We got the remaining black imp kind of in the choke point where we want him, pincer move of death. Then the imps are going to go move +0. So he has a move of 1, but he can't get to where he's at disadvantage. There's no stuff going on. But he's got an attack of 3. -1, it's an attack of 2. He'll target both of them, and he's at disadvantage. So disadvantage against Barry. 2, it's an attack of 1, so he'll take 1 damage and be poisoned. That's the crappy part of everything. And then the same thing, an attack of 2 at disadvantage. It's going to be an attack of 3 and poison, so he'll go down to 10. Oh, we'll go to 12 and be poisoned. Doot. And our muddle is gone here. We did our disadvantage on our attack. But that's all for them. Then it's going to be living corpses. So he's got to move 3. He'll move up and do his attack -1. Normally it's an attack of 5, so it's only an attack of 4. That's an attack of 3. So he takes 3 damage. He's got 5 total. Hang in there, buddy. The next guy, 1, 2, actually just 1. That's the closest for him to move there. And hit the Crocostemp with an attack of 3. -1 is 2, but that's still 5. And Stimpy goes down. See ya, bud. Hey, you got to be in the game. Got to get some action. It's always nice when you can get some action. Then the last one, again, has a movement of 2, so it will move up 2 and take his shot for an attack of 3 +0, but it's poison, so that's 4, so she goes from 12 to 8. And end of that turn. The Crocostempy's not dead. He had a shield of 1. He would have taken 3 damage on that second attack, was just enough to reduce him to 0. The first attack should have been 1 less, and the second attack should have been 1 less. He's still alive with 2 health left. Crocostempy is not dead. He's not dead. Let's rock the rest of this stuff, see what we can do. Mojo, Barry, and the Crocostemp are up first. Starting with Barry's going to do his attack on the Black Imp at disadvantage, an attack of 2. -1 is only an attack of 1, so it does take a damage. Then Crocostemp is going to attack the Elite Living Corpse over here for 3 and heal himself. but only attack for 2. So 3 damage is going to go to 2 damage that he's taken. And 3 damage to the enemy is going to go to 2 damage, so he will go 2, 3. Could have done that in opposite order. Kept my big token out there. Dude. There we go. But that's it for those 2 guys. Then we've got our stuff, which is going to be attack 4 with strengthen on... strengthen will be after the effect, so he'll do an attack of 4 at disadvantage against the Black Imp. 4 minus 2 is only 2, so 1 goes to 3. But he'll be strengthened for his next attack. And then 1 summoned ally, move +0, attack +0. So we can actually have him move 2, because what are the corpses going to do? They're going to move up anyway. Okay, well, let's move. I guess stay where we are and attack this guy. Oh, we immobilized him when we attacked him. Ooh, yes, okay. He's immobilized. Then we're going to move to 1, 2. Yep. And throw an attack on this guy. An attack of 3. We'll heal ourselves again. Yes, he goes down to only 1 damage. Go, Croco Stimpy! And doing an attack of 3 with Immobilize on this guy. So he'll go to 4 damage. And he'll also be immobilized. Go, Croco Stimpy! Go, Croco Stimpy! Look at that. 20 experience to 2 over here. I gotta figure out how to get this person to get experience without burning all of her cards. Mojo and Barry are going to have to take another long rest next turn, but the imps are up next. The one imp is up next. Move +0 means he has a move of 1. He can't get away from things again. Targeting 2 will target both of them. Again with attack of -1. Normally it's 3, so it's an attack of 2. He has advantage because of strengthen, but he has disadvantage because he's melee on a ranged attack. So attack of 2 against Barry and Mojo were first. So no, it's cancels out advantage and disadvantage. So it's going to be 0 for the attack against Mojo because that was the one that came out first. It's an attack of 2. He's poisoned, so he takes 3. 17 goes to 14. And we get a curse in with that. Thank you. Then same thing against Sunny D. This is the one that's going to be an attack of 4. Poison, that's 5. That will take it back down to 4, and he'll go from 8 down to 4. That's not so good. And she'll get a curse card in her deck. But that's all for him, and then we're over to their turn. Sunny D's turn. We got to get rid of that poison, and yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I think we were planning on doing that anyway. I guess we're gonna heal 3 at a range of 3. Gonna heal herself to get rid of the poison. Doot. And then we'll do an attack of 2 on the Black Imp, which is going to have to be at disadvantage with that new curse shuffled into the deck. But it's going to be stun, so there's no way out of that one. Sorry, dude. Attackers have disadvantage. She doesn't have strengthen or anything. So, attack of 2. Which still attack 2. 3 is going to 5, and you're getting a stun for next turn, little buddy. Hopefully we can find a way to kill you off. He only has 8 health, I think. Yes. 8 health. Hopefully Barry can stick him one final time. But Mojo's got to take a long rest next turn. We healed. We did our thing. That's all there. And then Living Corpses. Got to do their stuff. We're immobilized down here. Can't do anything else. Then he's going to do his attack, which is attack plus 0. It's an attack of 4 against the Croco. -2. You only take 2 damage. He's going back to 3 damage. Stimpy lives. Stimpy lives. Then the one up here is going to do his attack, which is attack of, again, attack of 4. -1 is 3. Oh, man. Plus the last hit on the chainmail for making it 2. So we'll take 2 damage because we're not poisoned anymore. God, I gotta heal, get the stuff done. Get my guys, try to live. He had strengthened, but it's disadvantage against the other one. That's why it was just a straight up regular attack, I believe. Right? I think. I don't know. But that's it. End of that turn. Shuffle decks. Get ready for the next. Even though Mojo has only got 3 cards left, he took a short rest. And Sunny D has got 2 cards left, but she's taking a long rest now. Seems weird, but think it'll work out, hoping it will work out for the best. Mojo and Barry then are going to go first with their 20. And first things first, Mojo, Barry, is going to attack the Black Imp at disadvantage for an attack of 2. That's 2. So 5 will go to 7. Guy's got 1 health left. Then Croco Stimp is going to do his attack of 3 against the Living Corpse. That's just attack 3, straight 3. I think I got a straight 6. Those guys have 10 health, and the other guys have 13. Yep. Then we're going to do our craziness here, where the bottom of this card, he's just going to move 1 and pick up that coin, because that's what he wants to do. Little money grabber. And the top of this, we're going to burn this for the 2 experience, which will put him from 20 up to 22 experience. I don't have anything that goes that high, do I? I do now. There we go. Let's do our stuff. Start with an attack of 2 on this guy. A disadvantage. Attack of 2. It's still 2 damage. It's still going to kill that guy off. Coin in the spot. And that attack is... First attack is done. Then he's got a move of 2, which he can move 2 to get there. And it's another elite kill. Ding. So I know that's the elite kill here and 1 up there. Can't do any attack after that. Then he's got a move of 2. 1, 2. And he'll do another final attack of 2 against the elite Living Corpse, which will heal ourselves. And +1, that's attack of 3. So that guy goes from 3 to 6 damage. But he's still got a bunch left. Barry heals himself, so he gets rid of the poison. And that's all for him. All he can do is long rest next turn. Probably should have done that 3 damage on this guy to kill him off, but I was hoping maybe if we weaken this guy, we might somehow she can get up there and do something. But then the imp is dead. The living corpses have to take their turn, and then Sunny D finishes her long rest. So living corpses, move +1, attack -1, starting with the elite guy who's right there is just going to do an attack, which is going to be an attack of 4 at Barry, which is a miss. Suck it. Then the next guy up, we'll have him do his attack against Barry for an attack of 3. That's 3. He'll take 3 damage, go from 14 down to 11. And then finally the one up here will do his attack for 3. Still we have to lose a card. We're going to lose the heal top card and to negate the damage, and then that's all for the living corpses. Then she finishes her long rest. She'll regain 2 up to 5. We'll discard a card and get ready for the next turn, where Mojo will long rest for his final turn. And then it's just down to Sunny D having to finish these guys off. All right. Sunny is 51. Living corpses are 66. Mojo's taking a long rest. And Sunny is going to stun the guy right next to her. Just an attack of 2. -2 is 0 damage, but we're still putting the stun down. And Bottom to heal 3 on herself from 5 going to 8. And she did finish her long rest, so she has got her stuff back. Thank you. Again, no experience for those. Can't figure out how to get her experience. Then Living Corpses are going to do their thing. They're just doing their straight attacks. We're going to have both of them do their attacks against Barry. I got to reshuffle that deck because the miss card came in last round. Okay, so we got an attack of 5 from the Elite. -2, that's only 3. 11 goes to 8. Then in the attack of 4, -1 is 3. So 8 will go down to 5. Yep, that's all for those two. This guy is stunned. He can't do anything. Then end of the round, Barry will take his attack here. It doesn't really matter at this. Even if he could kill that guy up, Krokostim could move forward, but still it's not going to have enough damage to kill. So Barry likes going first. He's going to do his attack of 2, which is only going to be 1 damage. 6 going to 7. And then Krokostimp is going to do his attack for 3. Oh, miss on the end. Oh well, that's how that one went. And that's the end of that turn, which means Mojo is exhausted, doesn't have cards left. Barry is out. Krokostimp is out. He didn't go down. He just got exhausted. It was a long fight for those little bitty alligator legs. It's difficult for him to get up there and do all that stuff. He exhausts. He is out of the way. Got to reshuffle some decks and get ready for the next round, where Sunny has got to finish off everything that's left here. You know? All right. And the next turn, the Living Corpses got ticked off and decided they want to go quick, but they're doing attack +2, no movement, but with a push, then they're going to suffer damage. So they're up first, doing attack +1, that's 4, +2, that's an attack of 6. But with the chainmail out, that'll take it down to 5. We'll Heater's Shield for 4. That takes him from 8 down to 4 damage. Man, that's really rough. But then they're all going to suffer a damage. You're going 2, and these guys are both going 8. The tough part is I really wanted... but then there's a push. There's a push of 1, so it pushes back here. And the downside is I really wanted to use the bottom of this card to bring out the 1 shield on yourself permanently. But we really need to hack this guy down as well. Need to chop him. Chop, 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 chop. We got decent enough cards. All right, we're just going to use this as a move of 1. Step back up. Chop for 5. +1, that's 6. 2 is going to 8. So, got 2 health left, and how much do they got? Like 5 for that guy down here. All right, we're not looking bad, We didn't get to use our total up shield, but that's all for that turn, and let's run over to the next. This time, Sunny is going first, and she's going to do the attack 4 here. Chop on the dude. -1 is 3, but still... that's putting him to 11, which is more than he's got, so he will take the damage and die. Which, since he's dropping a coin in that spot, and we've got some move, they're going to move 2 and move 1. So we will move into that spot and take both those coins, because that's what she likes to do. She needs some money. She's got to get more gear, more shielding, and more everything. No experience from that, but it's the end of her turn, and then living corpses are going to do their thing just to move +0, so the one in the back is going to move 2, and the one in front will move 1. There you go. And we're going over to the next turn just like that. She's either going to have to take a long rest or a short rest. She can deal with 2 more things. I think she's going to take a short rest and just discard a card and try to get in there and smack one of these dudes at least. Ugh. But that... And if she takes a long rest, only one of them is going to be able to get in and take a shot at her. The chainmail and the health, she might be able to take the shot. If not, she's going to have to discard 2 cards from her hand. But she'll get... the chainmail won't come back entirely because it won't be fully exhausted. So, yeah, we're taking a short rest. Okay. Next turn, fun times. I can keep these guys out here too. They are actually not going to attack on this turn, so that works out great for Sunny D, who just wants to walk in. Let's get ourselves closer to the coins. We'll keep ourselves over here. That's move of 4. Then we're doing our attack of 5. No advantage or disadvantage or anything. +1, that's 6. That's squish. Ease down, coin in the spot. They will take their turn, which is just going to be move +1. It's going to move onto the spot and suffer a damage. 8 to 9. Da, da, da. And then we're over to the next round. No experience, of course. It's tough to get experience for her. And next round we've already got, I believe, that's what I was planning on doing. Which, yeah, 51 is the fastest she can go with the card she's got left. Heal herself and stun. So what are you doing, guys? You going faster than 51? 32. Attack +2 and a push of 1. Okay, well, nothing we can do about it. That's an attack of 7. +2, that's 9. We're going to discard that card to negate all of that damage. But it still is a push of 1, I believe. I think so. But the push is underneath the attack. So if the attack doesn't have... I don't know, just like stun and everything else, it happens. Then Living Corpse suffers the damage, so he'll go to 10. He's got 13 total. We won't be able to do our attack of stun unless we move up and then hit him, which... we might as well at this point. Just move forward and hit him. It'll stun him for next turn. Heck with the heal. Don't heal yourself. Just move forward 1. Smack him with a stun. Well, I miss, but we still stun. Okay. You're stunned. We missed. Those cards go into the discard pile, which means I need to take a short rest so I can hit this guy. Gotta hit this guy. Gotta hit him. Gotta hit him quick. You only gotta do like 5 damage to him. 3 damage. Only gotta do 3 damage. We're losing a movement card. Okay, fine. Lose a movement card. Let's do a heal and attack. It's our fastest card. It's 51. All right. Hey, dude, you're gonna go 66. That wasn't a reshuffle. No. 66. We're going 51. Let's hit him for 5. Attack of 5 +0 there. Oh, I did not reshuffle with my miss card in there. Well, hold on. Stand by. Stand by. Everybody gets a chance to miss. If we can take this guy out, we'll just step into the spot, pick up those 2 coins, and we will have... If I take a short rest at the end of that turn, then I will only have 3 cards left in my hand and discard pile. So there we go. Good that it turned out this way. We needed to lose this many cards. Attack of 5. +1. That's 6. That kills him off. puts the coin in the spot. She will step into the side, pick up the 2 coins. End of the turn, we'll discard a card, so we've only got 2 left, actually. And that will be the end of that. We succeed. We only leave like 5 coins left on the board. That's actually a pretty small amount. We succeeded both of our short-term objectives. I think we got 2 elite kills for Mojo. We didn't get the final bad guy, and I know we didn't get one other up there. But I think 2, and that's at least progress. And we got money, and we got experience. Of course, she only got like 2 experience plus, I don't know, plus nothing. This is tough. It's tough stuff. But anyway, yeah. Sanctuary of Gloom complete. Party going on. Maybe going to check out that Temple of the Eclipse thing or something. We'll see. Someplace that has forest imps and elites. Hope you're doing well. Have fun. And we will see you on the next one.